the only one I could draw too many comparisons with Wagtail, just because they're, like Drupal and WordPress, they're built really easily for people who don't code as much. Well, WordPress definitely, whereas Wagtail you really need to code, and I couldn't really find other CMSs to compare it to on that level. One thing that Wagtail doesn't do, and which I don't think it should do, but one thing that Drupal does do really well is APIs out of the box. So Wagtail doesn't do that because it just uses Django apps. So there are already apps out there that help do this, and they're a lot better and a lot better maintained. So I don't think Wagtail needs to do those sorts of things, but some people might see that as a con. But yeah, so that's mostly what I want to talk about Wagtail, because really most I can express is in a demo. So I'm going to attempt to show you some Wagtail sites, and hopefully they will come up. In the meantime, I can show you some of the code. So yeah, as you can see, this was a pretty big project we did for the state government. It's now live. It's digital ready. It's just about helping small businesses learn more about the web and how they can utilize it to help grow their market and get better returns. No, VirtualBox, you're not ready. I'm sorry, everyone. It was foolish of me to attempt a live demo on my first talk. Or it's working now. Go computer, you can do it. Please load. But yeah, so Digital Ready is, it's got quite a few pages. So it's got its homepage. It also has Eventbrite integration and Twitter integration, all things that you can do with Wagtail. Sorry. Come on, computer, you can do it. So yeah, if anyone does have any spare RAM, please let me know. And I promise I will fix my computer. Yeah? Maybe? But yeah, so its homepage, it is happening. It's just really slow. I'm sorry. It usually works better when I'm at work. I swear. I'd be lying if I said this hadn't happened before. Yay! So it's not as pretty as it normally is because this is just test data and assets. So yeah, so why is this so much bigger? No, that was a mistake. No, it wasn't. Cool. So yeah, so it's got an about page, events page, resources, and contact. It's got different fields in here. So this is about presentations. This is the Eventbrite integration I was talking about. It's got about things. It's got Twitter things. And yeah, and if we go to... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I apparently can't type without it on my screen. I should have just done this from the beginning. You're about to see a super secure password. I think it's just... Go on. Really, really secure. No, damn it! I can never remember if it's admin or P. Obviously P is a much better username. So yeah, Wagtail. So this is actually Wagtail. in all its glory. So it's got a nice explorer where you can just go straight to home and see all the different pages. Sorry, I keep panicking, it's not going to load. So yeah, you can see it's got different page types and you can add different pages as you would expect. No, show me one of the nice pages. So, trying to think of something that has nice things. Resources. So yeah, these are the stream fields here, or at least some of them. So you can really specify which things, so you can make them have a lead or text, and they have to choose, and then they can rearrange the order. This is not the site that I meant to bring up. Oh, fine, I'll go back to home. Where is it? But yeah, so as you can see, it's pretty nice for the user. It works really well on mobile devices as well, which is always a nice feature for those content managers on the go. And yeah, so I think that's most of what I can show you in Wagtail. I think anything else I could show you, you'd probably have to come to my computer because it could break at any moment. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys ask me some questions and hopefully I can answer them. Sorry.
Hello, that was a really good talk, even if your computer needs more RAM. I was actually asked a question via Twitter whether there exists any migration possibilities from Django CMS into Wagtail.
Oh man, I actually don't know. We could find out if my computer was faster. Someone could probably Google it. I actually don't know because most of my work has been migrating things from something else mostly. I don't think people have ever considered migrating away from Django CMS because they're already like, hey, I'm on Django, what more do I need? Yeah, no, it is very nice. Like, I really like it. I'm learning more every day. I don't know if there's some good migration options. There might be, but I would have to admit, I think Wagtail has been designed to migrate more away from kind of PHP sites.
Django,
and things like that.
Google says no.
Google says no?
But hey, it's probably be able to write something, I guess.
Yeah.
My question was, if you're a content editor and stuff, how easy is it to stick things like YouTube and bits and bobs in it, or is that what snippets do?
Yes, that's that is a thing you can do. Oh, if I go to no computer, don't do that. So the resources, I think, actually has YouTube, because it's supposed to be a workshop. Yeah, so it is quite. This one is a presentation, and I think goes to YouTube. I know there have been difficulties with YouTube in the past. No. YouTube was fine. Vimeo. We had trouble with Vimeo. And generally we've been fine with YouTube. Damn, this is not the right one. Oh no, yeah, so they put the link in here and then it actually comes up really nicely. Yeah, so they just have to put in the link and it just appears nicely for them.
Hi, I have a question.
Oh.
You said it wasn't necessarily cut out for blogs, but does it have kind of a date-based article stack that you can treat like a blog?
Yes.
Cool.
You could, you can make a blog really easily. Like, it is scalable. I guess I wouldn't recommend it because it would feel like, it'd be like, I'm doing this blog in Wagtail because...
Maybe, but like Katie says, it's about time someone did a UX this nice in a Django app.
It is the nicest, probably, UX in a Django app I've ever seen. No offense to anyone out there.
So how reactive is Torchbox? Because it's an open source project, but
Yeah,
they are
they're
probably
really-
maintaining it. So
They're really reactive. So they actually have like a direction and team meetings and stuff like that. It's a part of their work. So they've budgeted time out of their work to continue with Wagtail and updating it. So it just released. We got to our 1.0 release the other month. So that was really exciting. But yeah, no, they've been really responsive. Sometimes there have been disagreements in terms of design, but that's going to happen in any open source project. I hear there's a term bicycle shedding out there or something. But yeah, no, they've been really reactive. I know the contributor I work with is really reactive. I think at work we have an entire Slack channel that's just Wagtail commits all the time, and that just never stops.
This is okay. Good. With the editor box, what is that? Is that like Markdown or Rest or something else?
I'm trying to remember what the best word. I think it's basically just Markdown. Pretty sure.
I have a follow-up
I
question.
think you can change it.
Sort of.
if
It's
you want.
tangential. Is there an API for if I could write a program to interact with the admin stuff and like post things from something else? Is there an API for that?
Not that I know of, but as I said, there are a lot of things out there that I don't know about yet. And if not, you could be the first one to write one. Yay! Yeah, so yeah, if there's a Django app out there that does it, and that's just got a urls.py, it should work. Why? Should being the operative term. So I'll let Tom do it. I'm really bad at remembering what people say.
So, how straightforward is it if to implement like a new content type into Wagtail that, so like if you had some, you need to represent a massive library of documents, for instance, is that something that's really easy to extend?
That is
the
actually
core?
pretty easy.
Okay.
I can say that because I've had to do it. So anything that I've had to do, I classify as probably easy. Yeah, no, it's really good for defining new content types and things. So I think there were some examples in Paul's work. You can come look at the code later if you like.
I've just got a follow-up question over here. Follow-up question. At the start, you listed the bullet points of like stream fields and so on and so forth. You mentioned snippets there.
Yes.
Can you just quickly tell us what snippets are in the context of Wagtail, please?
I haven't done very much with snippets. I just had my the core contributor coworker I work with. He was like, "You have to mention snippets," and I was like, "I will try and remember what snippets are." However, because I really haven't had to use them. But if you go to the Wagtail site, it's got it all really well documented. I guess that's something else I should mention. Wagtail has actually got some pretty good documentation. Like, as far as documentation goes out there, Wagtail's kind of up there. I think it could be better, but Yes. That sounds accurate. Kind of like blocks is an answer I would give you.
Time for one more question. Who's it going to be?
No.
What would you wish someone had asked?
That's a really hard question. I told you not to give him the question.
Just answer with the question, but not the answer. He's only giving you one question.
Answer with the question?
Yeah,
What?
you want to ask, not the answer.
Yeah,
I don't think
no,
that was a
wasn't
question,
gonna-
Chris. And that's all the time we have. Please, everyone, give Eloise a big round of applause.